Welcome to Empowering Women, Transforming Lives with Rebecca Hall-Gruyter. In our program each week, we provide the tools, ideas, and encouragement to help you move ahead on your journey, becoming a more powerful and impactful woman in your own life. Now here's your host, Rebecca Hall-Gruyter.
Welcome, everyone. I'm so honored to be connecting in with you. It's so important in these times that we're facing right now where there are challenges. We're having our normal rhythm changed. And we're facing things on a global level that we haven't faced before. And so it's an opportunity for us to come together and to connect. And I think it's so important that we do that. And we remember to stay connected. We remember that we are not alone. And all of us are here connecting with each other. Heart, mind, body, soul, and spirit. And we have amazing experts that are coming together with us today to support you on your journey, particularly during these challenging times, during where there's some uncertainty, where we're having to do things differently, find new ways to connect. Some of us are having completely new rhythms that we're having to build into our lives and our family, and that can stretch us and it can be challenging. And so it's important we remember to connect. So I want you to take a moment, take a breath, and declare this time is for you. This is an opportunity for us to connect in with you and pour into you. And I want you open and ready to receive. So that means being fully present, not just here in body, but mind, body, soul, and spirit, open, ready to receive a clear, open mind and heart so that you can truly hear what is here for you. You can truly receive that which is supportive of you on your journey. Because I know there is something here for you in our conversation today by the very nature that you are tuning in. That you said yes to you, that you said yes to this time together. So be open. Let us come together and pour into you beautifully and powerfully and from the heart. To help us become fully present, I want to encourage you to take a breath in through the nose. See how big you can make your belly? Out through the mouth. Like through the straw. Breathe in again and out. Wonderful. This will help you to be present. It helps you lower your cortisol levels. It helps you, when you lower your cortisol levels, become present. Be open, ready to receive. It also allows you to bring oxygen to every cell in your body. When we're open and we have clearer thinking and our stress levels lower, we have an ability to receive. We have an ability to be present. And then we can choose how to move forward and do so with purpose. Instead of a reactionary kind of space, we're in a responsive space. We're in a choosing how we want to move forward in a way that matters to us. And I want to invite you during our time together to be. You can take off all the having to do stuff right now and be present, be open, be willing to receive. We are here to pour into you. We want to fill you up to overflowing in a good way, not overwhelming, overflowing. So you are filled so that as you go back out into the world and connect and you are lifting others up, you're doing that from a place of being full and it naturally will flow out of you. That's what I mean by overflowing. So as we look at this and we are coming together and we're looking at the environment we're in right now and the choices that we do get to make, what is it that you need today? What's supportive of you? In fact, let's really open up to this. Let's put one hand on your heart, one hand on your head, bringing you all in. Mind, body, soul, and spirit. Breathing in through your nose. Out through your mouth. Close your eyes. You're absolutely safe. What is it that you need that will serve you and support you? What is it that you need? And we're going to give you a couple moments to just listen to your heart and really see what it is that you need. And then we will continue our conversation. Listen into what it is that you need and are willing to receive, because you have choice. Not identifying how, that's totally a different conversation. Right now, what is it that you need and are willing to receive? Listen and receive, and we'll look forward to talking to you in just 2 minutes.
Be sure to friend us on Facebook. You can do it right now. Visit facebook.com/Voice America or search for us at keyword Voice America.
Announcing a powerful new TV channel featuring programs designed to enhance and transform your life. Make powerful connections, one program at a time. And by doing so, we can bring transformation to the world. Tune in each week to Empowered Connections TV as we add new programs to help you make empowered connections of your own. Visit empoweredconnectionstv.com. That's empoweredconnectionstv.com. And make the most of an incredible life transformation.
Get Unchained. Tune in every Monday for Jane Unchained on the Voice America Influencers channel, featuring nationally recognized best-selling author, TV journalist, and social media influencer Jane Velez Mitchell. This program takes you inside a trending lifestyle that's the next wave of human evolution. It all starts on your plate. If you want to revolutionize your life, get happier, more energized, then discover the secret. Tune in to Jane Unchained Mondays at 10 a.m. Pacific Time and 1 p.m. Eastern Time on the Voice America Influencers channel.
Rebecca Hall Greider's Speaker Talent Search is looking for speakers wanting to get on more stages. With just one audition, you could open the doors to hundreds of speaking opportunities, reach more people, and expand your impact. Finalists get to audition live in front of leaders looking to fill all kinds of speaking opportunities. Apply now at SpeakerTalentSearch.com. That's SpeakerTalentSearch.com. We look forward to hearing your message.
Have you had a chance to check out Voice America's online magazine and blog? If you love our hosts and shows, check out articles that give an even deeper perspective, plus topics about health and fitness, movie reviews, philosophy, business tips and tactics, spirituality, positive thought, current events, and even more about your favorite host. It's just a click away at blog.voiceamerica.com. That's blog.voiceamerica.com. The Voice America Press Blog. All access, all the time. We don't follow, we lead. Join us, the Voice America Influencers channel. Announcing a powerful new TV channel featuring programs designed to enhance and transform your life. Make powerful connections, one program at a time. And by doing so, we can bring transformation to the world. Tune in each week to Empowered Connections TV as we add new programs to help you make empowered connections of your own. Visit empoweredconnectionstv.com. That's empoweredconnectionstv.com. And make the most of an incredible life transformation.
Get Unchained. Tune in every Monday for Jane Unchained on the Voice America Influencers channel, featuring nationally recognized best-selling author, TV journalist, and social media influencer Jane Velez Mitchell. This program takes you inside a trending lifestyle that's the next wave of human evolution. It all starts on your plate. If you want to revolutionize your life, get happier, more energized, then discover the secret. Tune in to Jane Unchained Mondays at 10 a.m. Pacific Time and 1 p.m. Eastern Time on the Voice America Influencers channel.
Rebecca Hall Greider's Speaker Talent Search is looking for speakers wanting to get on more stages. With just one audition, you could open the doors to hundreds of speaking opportunities, reach more people, and expand your impact. Finalists get to audition live in front of leaders looking to fill all kinds of speaking opportunities. Apply now at SpeakerTalentSearch.com. That's SpeakerTalentSearch.com. We look forward to hearing your message.
Have you had a chance to check out Voice America's online magazine and blog? If you love our hosts and shows, check out articles that give an even deeper perspective, plus topics about health and fitness, movie reviews, philosophy, business tips and tactics, spirituality, positive thought, current events, and even more about your favorite host. It's just a click away at blog.voiceamerica.com. That's blog.voiceamerica.com. The Voice America Press Blog. All access, all the time. We don't follow, we lead. Join us, the Voice America Influencers Channel.
Get Unchained. Tune in every Monday for Jane Unchained on the Voice America Influencers channel, featuring nationally recognized best-selling author, TV journalist, and social media influencer Jane Velez Mitchell. This program takes you inside a trending lifestyle that's the next wave of human evolution. It all starts on your plate. If you want to revolutionize your life, get happier, more energized, then discover the secret. Tune in to Jane Unchained Mondays at 10 a.m. Pacific Time and 1 p.m. Eastern Time on the Voice America Influencers channel.
Rebecca Hall Greider's Speaker Talent Search is looking for speakers wanting to get on more stages. With just one audition, you could open the doors to hundreds of speaking opportunities, reach more people, and expand your impact. Finalists get to audition live in front of leaders looking to fill all kinds of speaking opportunities. Apply now at SpeakerTalentSearch.com. That's SpeakerTalentSearch.com. We look forward to hearing your message.
You're listening to Empowering Women, Transforming Lives with your host, Rebecca Hall Greider. If you have a question or comment for Rebecca or her guest, we'd love to hear from you. Please call into the program at 1-866-472-5795. That's 1-866-472-5795. You may also send an email to Rebecca at yourpurposedrivenpractice.com. Now back to Empowering Women, Transforming Lives.
Welcome back, everyone. I hope that you enjoyed that time, and we actually gave you a little bit more time than normal. It's so interesting when we're doing a live show. It's live, and so things sometimes go a little bit sideways, or we have to allow a little extra time. So I hope that that extra time served you, that it gave you an opportunity to really listen to what it is that you need. I think so often we are moving really quickly, and it's hard to even catch up with ourselves because we're moving so fast in life. So I hope that this time gave you an opportunity to catch up with yourself a little bit, to start to listen to what is being laid on your heart and spirit on a deeper level. So thank you again for joining us today. And we're going to go around our virtual room here and see what was laid on our guest's heart when we took a moment to stop, pause, and listen. And with that, I'd love to start with you, Sarah. When we took a moment to listen, what was being laid on your heart? What was speaking to your spirit?
You know, the thing that popped into my mind, Rebecca, was the fact that all of us, we've all been raised on the idea of being positive and positivity, and self-help tells us that. But also, I think it's important that we take time, extra time, to be kind to ourselves right now. If we, need to have a day. If we need to have a dark thought about sending our children to Siberia, to cut ourselves a break and be okay with that. So that was what came to mind, is maybe we should all be a little kind to ourselves and not be mean to ourselves for not always being positive in difficult times. It doesn't mean you're not great. Yeah.
I think that's so important. We were talking with a guest the other day, and they were saying, we can take that superhero cape off for a little while.
Absolutely.
And when we, when it's, Superman or Superwoman, when we're wearing those capes, it doesn't allow others in to help us and support us and let that support in. But when we take it off, it allows that in. So we don't always have to have the cape on.
Absolutely. Yes. One of my favorite clients is Dr. Sherry All, and she's been posting a lot this last couple of weeks about how we can definitely take that superhero cape off and be human. And, maybe it's all an excuse for us to drop our perfectionist tendencies and just enjoy being alive and being there for other human beings.
Yes. So beautiful. And I think it's about connection. It's not about perfection. People want to connect with real people in a real way. And I think that allows that. And it means also connecting with ourselves in a real way.
Yes.
And
yes.
kind, uplifted. So beautiful. Thank you for sharing, Sarah. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Absolutely. And Dr. Felicity, how about you? What was laid on your heart?
Well, thank you, Sarah. It resonates with me as well. For me, I immediately felt the need for just stillness. I'm in a place in my life where there's just a lot of. I have a baby. I have a toddler. I've had to step into my practice and really be the main clinician, and this created a lot of. Stress, and there's the time that I once had to, journal and meditate and take some time for me is definitely lacking, and I need more stillness in my life, and it's been challenging these last few weeks for sure. So, trying to find ways where I can incorporate that is definitely needed for me.
Beautiful. Thank you so much for sharing that. I think that's something that a lot of us can identify with, especially when our normal patterns are now different and it dramatically, and then finding that new way to carve that out. And many people have increased demands being placed on them because of some of these shifts and changes. So really finding ways to still get what we need so we can show up in our lives the way that we want to and are called to. So I think that's really beautiful and timely. Thank you for sharing.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
And listeners, I know that you took some time there too to kind of listen, and perhaps you're identifying with some of what was laid on our hearts. And I want to give you a moment to write down what was speaking to you, either from what we shared or when you had that time to go deeper and listen, and you got a little more time than expected. What isn't that you found was laid on your heart? I want you to take a moment and really write that down, identify it, be clear on what it is you need. Because the clearer we are, the more easily we can recognize the answer to that need, to what it is that our heart is calling out for. The reminder, when we can write it down, we're starting to co-create it. We're bringing it forward, and it helps us keep it top of mind, because it is so easy to get distracted. It's so easy to forget. And the other thing that's really beautiful about taking a moment and writing it down is that leaves you open. It doesn't have to keep swirling around in you. You can get it out of you, start to bring it forward, and refer back to that page. Oh yeah, this is what I needed. This is what I'm looking for. And I want to encourage you to not be attached. In fact, be looking forward to the wonderful and unexpected way that you never imagined that need would be met. Look forward to being surprised. Like, you don't have to figure the how out. Cross that off your list. Not your responsibility. You get to receive and be open to the wonderful way that need is met. So really be open, ready to receive. As we continue our conversation, we're going to be talking about how to overcome your obstacles in uncertain and challenging times. And we're going to get an opportunity to hear from our amazing experts that you just heard from and connected in with on a heart level. And we're going to go deeper with both of them so that we can walk beside you and support you in your journey. So the first amazing guest I'd like to introduce is Dr. Felicity Keogh Bly. She is a holistic family physician, an international best-selling author, a speaker, a philanthropist, and owner of one of the largest prenatal and pediatric couldn't read my writing there for a moment, pediatric chiropractic clinic in the Midwest. And she's a mom, has a busy family, and is passionate about improving the health of women and children around the world. Can you please lean in and warmly welcome the powerful and heart-centered Dr. Felicity Q. Blind to the show. Welcome!
Thank you. Thank you. I'm so happy to be here.
You are very welcome. Excited to have you here. I think it's wonderful when we can celebrate each other and lift each other up. And I thank you for the work that you do in supporting so many women and children and families with your beautiful work.
Thank you so much. It's an honor to be able to do it every day. I love it.
Oh, I love that. When we can bring our passion forward and serve, it's just a beautiful and powerful gift and mixture that we can bring forward in the world. And I'd love to share why, though. Why is this work that you have around improving the health of women and children and supporting them in a very holistic way? Why is that work personally so important to you?
Well, that work is so important to me because of my personal health journey that I started on many years ago. I had some pretty significant hormonal issues when I was quite young. In fact, I had just started my menstrual cycle and just really was in bad shape for many, many years. I struggled through school and I struggled through, being social with friends. I basically had terrible, terrible menstrual cycles that were very painful and very irregular and just was always one of those dark times of the month that I would want to just kind of contract into myself and not really be part of civilization. So I eventually, I tried a lot of different things and nothing would really work. And so I did eventually get some really amazing answers to why my menstrual cycle was unbearable and why my hormones were so messy. And I really wanted to then share that with the world and make sure as many women knew how to do that also as possible. Because unfortunately, so many women in my life, my own family, friends, patients, we're really just not told how to correct, how to correct our own menstrual cycles and our own hormones and balance our own bodies out. We're not really given that information. So that's why I pride myself in working with women this way.
Beautiful. Thank you so much for sharing. And I love learning about people's journeys and what led them to the work that they do. And specialize in helping people balance out their bodies is huge. I love that. And I know that you recently released a book that became an international bestseller. It's available on Amazon, and it's Healing from Within. I'd love for you to share a little bit about why you wrote that book and what you're hoping readers can gain from it.
Well, I wrote it because I was in my practice every day, seeing patients and helping people. And one day I realized I could help a lot more people if I wrote a book, or hopefully if my book was good enough, I guess. I just wanted to kind of reach out beyond the walls of my practice. And so that's a big reason I wrote it. I also found that there's a big gap sometimes between people that are coming into my practice that are in poor health. They're what they would call themselves a quote unquote hot mess. I hear that a lot. And then, working with somebody like me who seems to have it all together. And I wanted to be more relatable because at one point I also was a hot mess. I also had terrible health. I was also miserable. And I wanted people to understand my story and where I came from and how I was able to overcome this and make that more relatable to people and also give them the tools so they could change their life as well.
Beautiful. And that is so powerful. I want to thank you for bringing your book forward and making that information available so that we can bring that balance into our lives and the amazing tools and insights and information that you include in that book. And for those of you who, because I'm finding some people have more time on their hands, some people have less time on their hands because of all the changes. So for those of you who have a little bit more, here's an opportunity to tap into resources and learning new things, those things that we always don't have time for kind of thing. You can now carve out and make time for in these new patterns and rhythms that we're creating. So I encourage you to do that. And those of you who are feeling that you're stretched a little bit, I want to encourage you to also carve out time for you. And if this is a resource that can support you, you can take it a little piece at a time. It doesn't have to be all or nothing. So thank you for bringing this book forward. And do you have a quick tip or a piece of advice that you can share with our listeners today as they're looking at really facing these times and doing it in a more powerful way?
I would love just for more people to really feel empowered when it comes to, your life, but also, for me, I work in the health industry, so I want people to be in control and empowered with our own health. And that's another reason I wrote the book. So more people could understand that, wow, I really am in control of my health, because so oftentimes I meet people every day that just they feel so out of control with it and that they're not getting the answers. So you have control of that. It's just a matter of learning and researching and really kind of venturing outside of the box to sometimes get that information, but be powerful and go forth and just, do what you can, because you are in control of your own health care and your body really wants to heal from within.
Beautiful. Thank you so much for sharing. I really appreciate it. Listeners, towards the end of the show, we'll have an opportunity for you to learn how to connect at a deeper level with Dr. Felicity, how you can follow her. So make sure to stay tuned for that. We are getting ready to go to our next commercial break. And as we do, I want you to think about just checking in and do a check-in on how you're feeling, your health, your mindset, and what are some ways that you could perhaps a step you could take to bring that a little bit more into balance so that you're supporting your body so your body can support you? And we'll look forward to talking to you in just 2 minutes.
Think you've seen everything there is to see in online television? Let us surprise you. Visit voiceamerica.tv today for sports, health, business, and more on demand 24/7.
Rebecca Hall Greider's Speaker Talent Search is looking for speakers wanting to get on more stages. With just one audition, you could open the doors to hundreds of speaking opportunities, reach more people, and expand your impact. Finalists get to audition live in front of leaders looking to fill all kinds of speaking opportunities. Apply now at SpeakerTalentSearch.com. That's SpeakerTalentSearch.com. We look forward to hearing your message.
Sustainable success is just around the corner. If you are an entrepreneur, business leader, or anybody looking for their next level of success, tune into Sustainable Success with host Chris Salem. Did you know that the path to success is a long path that started many years ago? The path you started on then determines what is happening now. Chris and his amazing guests in their field will help you navigate the path to sustainable success every Thursday at 12 noon Eastern Time and 9 a.m. Pacific on the Voice America Influencers Channel.
Announcing a powerful new TV channel featuring programs designed to enhance and transform your life. Make powerful connections, one program at a time. And by doing so, we can bring transformation to the world. Tune in each week to Empowered Connections TV as we add new programs to help you make empowered connections of your own. Visit EmpoweredConnectionsTV.com. That's EmpoweredConnectionsTV.com. And make the most of an incredible life transformation.
Tune in to the Voice America Variety channel on the Voice America Talk Radio Network. Voice America Variety broadcasts a diverse array of topics, reaching a global community. Our experts come from all walks of life, and the topics they discuss are everything from current events, arts and entertainment, leadership, parenting, relationships, self-improvement, career advice, and a variety of other topics. Check us out today. You're sure to find something of interest. Voice America Variety. Talk on today's hot topics.
Change starts here. Change starts now. Join us, the Voice America Influencers Channel.
You're listening to Empowering Women, Transforming Lives with your host, Rebecca Hall-Gruyter. If you have a question or comment for Rebecca or her guest, we'd love to hear from you. Please call into the program at 1-866-472-5795. That's 1-866-472-5795. You may also send an email to Rebecca at yourpurposedrivenpractice.com. Now back to Empowering Women, Transforming Lives.
Welcome back, everyone. I hope you enjoyed those 2 minutes, that you got a chance to check in with your body and see what it is that it needs. What is it that you need so that you can support yourself, your body, as well as it can support you. So it's great to check in, find that next step we can take towards a greater balance within ourselves and our body and our spirit. We are continuing our conversation and looking at overcoming obstacles and challenges during uncertain times. And our next amazing expert, I know you're going to love, and she's going to really support us in how we can keep moving forward in our life and in our business, even during uncertain or challenging times. Let me introduce her. Her name is Sarah Victory. She's the author of numerous books and audio programs, including Double Your Business in 1 Year or Less and Do Something Brave Every Single Day. She's addressed over 1,000 distinguished audiences in Europe, U.S., and South America. Her clients include Avon, Ford, Redken, Farmers, Mary Kay, Oxford, USANA, and IBM. And I'm just listing a few, just to give you an example and a feel. You've seen her coaching clients in the Speakers Hall of Fame, on Oprah, The Today Show, The Tonight Show, and CNN. She is absolutely passionate about supporting you to be brave, grow your business, and impact powerfully in the world. Please lean in and warmly welcome the powerful and dynamic Sarah Victory. Welcome.
It's great to be back with you, Rebecca. Thank you for having me on. What a privilege.
I am thrilled and honored to have you joining us again. And I know these are especially busy times, and it's just great that you were able to carve time out to support all of us. So I appreciate that. And
Absolutely.
I'd love for you to share a little bit about Brave. That's not something we always talk about. A lot of times we'll talk about fear, but I love that you are known about saying, let's do something brave every single day. Can you share a little bit about what that means, why that's important, and how can we be brave in uncertain and challenging times?
It is a difficult time for a lot of people right now, and it can be exhausting, and you feel like you're having to do 1,000 things more than you ordinarily do. So it is tough to think in terms of, I have to be brave, or I want to be brave, and I want to do something brave every day. But I truly believe that doing something brave every day is the only way to feel that you are really in control of what you can be in control of. And then you can let go of the things you can't be in control of. So if you can get up every single day and say, what's something I could do that would be brave today? Not crazy, not stupid, don't stand in front of a train, but something that would be healthy
safe
and brave. And be safe, healthy and brave for me to be doing today. And sometimes it's as simple as, maybe I need to do something for me. Write a list of 50 things that you're proud of in your life, even small little things. I'm proud of my shoe collection. Wonderful. I'm proud of my business. I'm proud of my clients. But if you can make a list like that, sometimes that can give you a little boost. It's taking a look at what you do, what you're proud of, what you want to continue to be proud of, staying out of complete fear when appropriate, and being healthy in your desire to at least do one thing that is brave and healthy and that you know will be good for you and the world every single day. That's the secret.
Thank you for sharing that. And just as you were saying it, I could just feel there's something really inspiring and encouraging and empowering to realize I can get up every single day. I can start right now, even if, because we're already awake and joining the day, but we can right now ask that question at the end of the show. What is something brave that I can do, positive and powerful that I can do today? That is so empowering and actually exciting that we can bring that forward and we can choose to do that every single day. I love the feel and the energy of that. And it feels like I'm making a difference in my life and others' life because I'm being proactive. I'm choosing to do something brave and stretching and positive every single day. Love it, love it, love it.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you for that beautiful tip and advice and perspective for us to be able to take on and bring forward. So what about those who feel like they're at a standstill right now with what's going on in the world? And we don't quite know how long we're going to be dealing with some of the things, if we're going to keep being in our homes, in different parts of the country and different parts of the world are all dealing with that differently. But there is definitely this shift, and they're still finding out information, and we don't know how long we're going to be facing or in the certain environments. For us in California here, every few days they keep extending how long we're supposed to stay at home and we're not supposed to leave. And so businesses have shut down in some places because the workers can't go back and forth and do some of the things. Others have been able to transition and then be at home. Schools have closed down and children have come to the home environment as well. So there's a lot of changes that are going on, and it's different in different parts of the world. And with all of that, I find some people are pivoting and getting excited and like, okay, now I can do these things I've been wanting to do since I'm not out doing these other things that I normally do. And others are contracting a bit or kind of on this waiting, and they don't know how long they're going to be waiting, and they're afraid to take a step as they're in this environment. How can we keep growing ourselves, our business, and move things forward regardless of the circumstances around us?
Well, it's interesting. The thing that we all need to do when we feel that desire to contract is, after you've taken a day or two to sort of, Velcro your wrist to your forehead and walk around with a little woe is me, which is okay. I'll let you have a day, maybe two. But when you've gotten through that phase and allowed yourself to feel whatever you really need to do, you need to feel, which is healthy, as soon as you're done with that phase, as quickly as you can get out of that, you need to put your foot on the gas. You need to move forward, not go with your instinct to contract. Now's the time to reach out to clients, even if they maybe don't have budget right now or are afraid to spend money on you. If let's say you're a speaker, consultant, a coach, some of the people that I tend to run with, or whatever it is that you do in your job, now's the time to reach out and survey. What do you need right now? When do you think things will turn around? What do you think you could do to move things forward so they turn around more quickly? So you can be the person who's asking healthy questions and moving your clients and potential clients forward. It's try to find a way to be of service, even if you're not being paid for it, with as many people as you can, because not only is it just a good thing to do, but it's also, you will be remembered and your business will be remembered when we all do inevitably come up and out of this. If you're really feeling low, I usually recommend that you go to LinkedIn if you have reviews on there, testimonials, and read them or print them out or call a few friends and say, hey, what's the best thing about me? I'm making a list. and post that on your mirror or post that in your office or post that on the wall. So find some ways to keep your energy up and keep reminding yourself of what you do in the world that's positive, and keep doing it no matter what's going on in the world, if you possibly can. There's always a way to help. There's always a way to be of service, and it will come back to you. If you can stay out of fear mode and stay in action, helping others, it will help you in the long run.
Beautiful. Thank you so much for sharing and giving us that advice. And I love that we can help others move forward too. And I think it's especially important in a time like this that we're willing to lean in and lend our expertise and our heart and our spirit and our wisdom to help support people. Because the more we can help others move forward, that's how we are able to help the world move forward. The more we can help support ourselves so that we're filled to overflowing, so we come together and lift each other up, that lifts up the world, heart by heart, life by life, step by step. Oh, beautiful. Thank you for sharing. Really important that we remember how powerful we are, that we can move forward on these things and we can help others. And it may just shift a little bit the timeline or how that looks and feels, but absolutely we can be on the front line, so to speak, in helping bring things forward.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's that power of choice. Mm-hmm.
Exactly. And that brings me to your latest book. Power. So, How to Be Powerful, Insider Secrets to Brilliant Leadership, Sales, and Speaking. And as an expert in helping others be powerful and step forward in this amazing resource, how can we feel more powerful immediately? What are some things, in addition to what you shared, that we can do that will help us tap into that power and have that courage to be brave and reach out?
Absolutely. What a great question. Yeah, one of the things you can do is, and I do this a lot with clients, is imagine that it's maybe a year from now, year and a half from now, whenever you can think in your mind if this, things are going to be changing for the better, we can only hope. And imagine you're looking back through time to now, and you're saying, what were the things that I did that made things so much better a year and a half from now? You're standing a year and a half from now and saying, oh my gosh, there were a lot of good things that came out of this, or there are a lot of things that I did that I'm proud of, or I handled things brilliantly. If you were to be saying that, say, a year and a half from now, about the journey from now until then, you can then jot down all the things that you would do that would make that an inevitable end a year and a half from now. And that allows you to take some powerful steps toward making things better for yourself, your family, your friends, and your clients and your company. So that's a great place to start. And again, if you start to feel low, ask for help from people. People love to help, especially in times of trouble. Be sure to ask for help in that journey to get to the other side where you're looking back and feeling you did a great job in making the best of tough situations and making the best for other people as well.
Beautiful. Thank you for sharing that. I think that is so powerful. And then if we're looking ahead and we're bringing that reality forward, let's start to fill in the steps between here, there, right. Bring that forward. I love that. Beautiful. And that friends can come alongside us, colleagues can encourage us. We can read those reviews to remember our gift. Because sometimes we do need that held up to us and we need to be reminded. So I love that you shared that as well. And
I came up with that strategy. Oh, sorry. I came up with that strategy because I actually I read through all of my reviews because we were posting them, some of them on the website. And I read through and I found one from Mark S.A. Smith, wonderful author, speaker, and it said, Sarah Victory has helped me make millions and millions of dollars. And I thought, I had totally forgotten he'd said something so wonderful about me and my ability to coach him and help him. And as you look through, you remember what you're good at and how you impact people in a positive way. And I think that's important in terms of keeping our self-esteem high and our ability to keep going even when things are tough.
Yeah, beautiful. Thank you for sharing and that reminder, because we forget. We can sometimes be in the moment now and go looking forward, and we forget some of what we have to.
Yeah, don't forget your own genius and your own abilities. Mm-hmm.
Exactly. Ah, beautiful. And I know you had a share that you wanted to share with us today, and it was something that you learned that was incredibly valuable from your friend Tim. And I wanted to make sure we had a chance for you to share what you learned from Tim.
Well, I had this marvelous friend named Tim, and I want to tell you a little bit about him. It was the mid-late 80s. I was in college. He was one of my best friends. My girlfriend Lise Hummel, still my best friend to this day, and Tim. And Tim Powers was one of those people where he made you feel like you were the only person on earth. You were brilliant. You were fabulous. You could do anything. Everyone who met him loved him. And he was just a powerful person to be around. And he would always say, did you make a difference today, Sarah? And I'd say, well, I'm sure trying, Tim. And so we're all living in this tiny little apartment in the East Village of New York City, going to New York University, and the shower's in the kitchen, and there's a big crack in the wall where it snows into the living room, so we had to duct tape it. I mean, it's just one of those kind of situations. And he was funny and warm and charming and lovely. It just, made everything an adventure and worth doing. He was kind of my North Star. He always sort of kept me accountable for being the best person I could be. So, NYU was hard. They're cutting half the program every year. You aren't sure if you're going to survive. And he kept saying, "Oh, who cares? Did you make a difference today?" And it would kind of give you perspective. So then I do my first Broadway show as an actor, and it does okay. He says, that's nice." I said, "I wish it had done better." He said, "Doesn't matter. You made a difference. That's all that matters." So I get my first big Broadway show as a director, and we get bad reviews, we get good reviews. It doesn't matter. He always says the same thing to me. So finally, I get an invitation to go do a speech, and I said, "Tim, my parents would have paid me to stop speaking as a child. I can't believe that they want me to come speak, right?" And so I went on and did my first speech. He said, "This is perfect. You can really make a difference now." I said, "Okay." So eventually I get to speak to 10,000 people in South America, and I call him up, and he says, "Oh, that's nice. Did you make a difference?" I said, "Yes, I made 10,000 differences. Aren't you impressed yet?" And so he was just that. He's that kind of person. So one day I sit down with him, and he says, "It is the mid-'80s. AIDS was a big thing. Then there wasn't a cure. No one knew how it was being passed back and forth. It's particularly poignant for me right now as we're suffering through something almost in the same vein." And he said, I have HIV, which at that time was a death sentence within months. And I just fell apart, and I didn't know what to do for him. And I said, "Oh my gosh, this is just terrible. You make such a difference to me. You're my North Star. You can't leave me." And so he beat the odds for 15 years, and then it hit. And I got a call from Lise, the best girlfriend, and she said, I don't think he's doing too well. You need to get to San Francisco." I'm up in Seattle. I hop on a plane. I get to San Francisco. I walk into his hospital room. He's a frail, pale, fragile shadow of what he was. And I sit down, and I hold his hand, and I look at him, and he says, "Sarah, oh my gosh, you're the only woman I've ever loved." And I said, "Tim, you're gay. I'm not impressed." And he laughed, And I said, "What's going on?" And he said, "Well, you're my favorite difference maker. How are you doing?" And I said, "I'm glad to be with you." So eventually, things got worse. And he said, "I think you have a speech to go do. You're supposed to get on a plane and get out of here. You got 1,000 people waiting for you." And I said, "I can't go. I'm not going. I will not leave you." And he said, "Oh, you have to leave. You're a difference maker. You got to go make a difference. Aren't you going to be speaking to a lot of speakers and authors and coaches and consultants? You're the difference maker for other difference makers. You help them make a bigger difference. Get on the plane." I said, No. I'm not leaving until you die. And he said, well, I'm not dying until you leave. I said, I am not leaving until you die. He said, I'm putting my foot down. That is it. I am not dying until you leave. Well, out in the hallway, all these nurses are looking in like we've lost our minds. And we started to crack up so much that I fell onto the floor. It was just so funny. And he said, no, you got to go. So I go and I get on a plane and I give my speech, hardest thing I ever did in my life, trying to, make nice with everybody and do your best and not cry the whole time. And so I got off the stage and I went and called Lise, and she said, he is gone. I've lost my North Star. And what I realized in that moment is that we're all difference makers. He's right. And we need to make that difference every day that we can, whether we make that for ourselves or for those people in our lives who can't keep making a difference because they are not here with us anymore, or whether we're making it, making that difference, for our Tim or for my Tim. We have to keep on making a difference no matter what's happening. We can't contract to a point that we lose the humanity and our desire to be there for other people, to receive love, to ask for help, to give help, and to be all we can be in our lives and our businesses and as a human being. So that's what I learned from Tim.
Thank you so much for sharing that story and that beautiful lesson and spirit of Tim, and that reminder that every day we need to lean in and be willing to make a difference because it matters. And Sarah, we are so close to the end of the show here. I want to thank you for sharing and bringing your beautiful heart and spirit to us today and your wisdom. And really quickly, because we just have a really, really short time, how can people connect with you and go deeper?
They can have a look at our website, The Victory Company, all spelled out, victorycompany.com, or go to Inspiring Victory on Facebook, or find me on LinkedIn, Sarah Victory. And thank you so much, Rebecca.
You're welcome. Thank you. I encourage you to lean in, everybody, and get to know Sarah. She's amazing. And our other amazing, powerful guest, Dr. Felicity, I'd love for you to share how people can also connect with you and go deeper.
Absolutely. You can go to our website, which is keochiropractic.com. It's KEOUGHCIROPRACTIC.com.
Perfect. Thank you. I appreciate that. I encourage everyone to lean in and connect with these amazing experts just as they are leaning into you. And I want to thank you all for joining us, for being part of the show, letting us be part of your lives. It's such an honor and a privilege. And as you get ready to go back out into the world, I encourage you to take a couple minutes for you to process what is being spoken into your heart and spirit, really giving yourself a moment to digest it, integrate. And what is that thing you can do today that stretches, that's brave, that can make a difference? Because we all can make a difference for each other by being willing to share the gift of who you are. You were made for such a time as this. It's not an accident that you are listening now, that you're leaning in. I want to encourage you to be willing to shine, be willing to share out, make a difference, be willing to lend a hand, be that light in these times that people are looking for, to encourage, uplift, and support and help us all as we move forward, bringing those things that matter forward. You all have that opportunity. So wherever you go, whatever you do, may you choose to bloom where you are planted no matter what, and shine. Have an amazing week, everybody.
Thank you for joining us this week for Empowering Women, Transforming Lives. Please tune in again for another edition with your host, Rebecca Hall-Gruyter, next Thursday at 2 p.m. Eastern Time, 11 a.m. Pacific, on the Voice America Influencers Channel. And join us for a replay of the show every Wednesday at 5 p.m. Eastern Time, 2 p.m. Pacific, on the Voice America Empowerment Channel. Have a beautiful week, and may you always bloom where you're planted and shine.
find out what's happening.